What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus reading. Sorry. And eat the meat, spill the bones, so will resonate, leave the rest behind. Alright, Aries. So, when you watch this, this is going to be coming out on Friday, December 19th, which is the same night as the new moon in Sagittarius. So the new moon in Sagittarius is going to be about new beginnings and, you know, starting new themes of exploration, optimism, even some new ideas. You know, Jupiter is the ruling house of Sagittarius, so we can expect, and this is really good, I think, for the end of the year, beginning new moon's phase, because this is a good way to set the new tone for next year. It's like starting off with, you know, big, bold ideas around maybe setting your 2026 travel lists, you know, certain ideas, mindsets, things that you want to, beliefs, even education and stuff like that. Things like that, the Sagittarius rules. That's a really good time, you know, to really think about what we want to do with our next calendar year. Because, you know, spiritually, I feel like the new year really starts in spring, because, like, you know, life kind of comes back to life, and I don't know, but our calendar year is, you know, what it is. So let's see what the overall energy for you all, Aries, is right now. Ooh, this came out earlier, so this is correct. The Seven of Wands in reverse here. So it's like this, I feel like you are, I don't want to say letting your guard down, but it's more like opening your heart, like making space with more vulnerability, allowing more people access, giving, and not like access to you, but more like allowing yourself to be like, you know what, I don't have to be on high alert all the time. You know, it's safe to let people near me. It's safe. It is safe to let people near me. We're going to use the Moonology cards here at the end. Let me go ahead and get these ready. What we got at the bottom right here? Surrender to the divine. And behind it was full moon in Sagittarius. So I feel like you are allowing people to kind of like be more present in your life. Like, you're just not as defensive about certain things. It's, you know, rolling with the punches even. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this has been kind of hard to get to this spot. You've been a lot of, 2025 has been very turbulent for you, very up and down, very, very up and down. Lots of coming and going. I feel like the Hierophant and the Four of Cups, waiting for your, almost like just waiting for your turn to be happy, waiting for things to come to you, waiting for, not even just waiting, but more like taking the bull by the horn even. Like making yourself more out there. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you are recovering here. Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here. So a lot of recovering. You have been trying to find balance in your life between your emotional needs and your practical needs, financial needs, spiritual needs. There's been a lot of turbulence. Yeah, and the Magician in reverse. I need you to remember that you do have the power to change. You have the power to manifest an abundant, great, loving life for you. And the manifestation card here with the Magician in reverse, I feel like you have been that all resonates. You know, you have been someone who, I don't want to say manipulated your own peace or manipulated yourself, but I feel like you've been playing it very safe. Like, you've been playing it overly safe here because you were maybe afraid of going back to this Five of Pentacles energy. You know, it's like you've come a long way here, trying to balance things out in your life, trying to get to like this long-term success that I feel like you want. But yeah, there could be something here around love, but not necessarily. Let's keep going. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, you are definitely taking the bull by the horns, and you're going to be doing things your way here. The Hierophant in reverse is you have the spiritual authority. You have the you're doing your own thing here. Like the Hierophant upright is someone who loves and craves structure. Very Capricorn, Taurus energy here. But this is also someone who is, you value organization, but I was just telling my therapist this, it's like you need a little bit of chaos, right? Without chaos, the world would just be too calm and there'd be no upset, there'd be no shakeups, there'd be no changes, right? If it was just, you could think of it like order and chaos, right? Order is calm and it collects and it kind of categorizes things, but chaos allows us to make variations, to make changes. If there wasn't any chaos, the universe would have never have even, the Big Bang, it needed everything to be kind of lopsided. There had to be something that had to give in order for it to, explode, expand, right? So we need a little bit of chaos. If we came home and we ate the same meal every day and we, there'd be no excitement. You got to have a little bit of shake up. That's why we make up our own drama in life for the most part. Maybe we make up too much of it, but you aren't someone who shies away from chaos. I think you understand the necessity of it. As long as it is not too crazy. The Knight of Wands, yeah. So you are, this is you. This is your energy, Aries. This is someone here who is taking initiative. You're taking some type of action towards something here. Maybe it's just communicating your desires or needs or wants more to people. It could be starting a project. Yeah, it's definitely around the Seven of Cups and the Four of Wands in reverse. So this could be clearing illusions around stability within the home. Voicing your concerns to a partner, to a colleague, to a parent, or even a relative, perhaps, or a sibling, or someone. Let's keep going. What is this new moon energy about? Okay. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. So financially, you've been struggling here in the past, and I'm not trying to call you out, and I'm not trying to say you financially are rubbing two nickels together, but it's more like you've been trying to balance your budget, balance your finances, by addressing areas that maybe you've been overspending or underspending. Or this could be, oh man, we haven't been contributing enough to our, IRAs or whatever. Or being I'm making a pretty good money. I need to make sure I'm investing and saving aggressively as I can. It also could be needing to needing to cut back on certain spending habits here. With the Five of Pentacles and the Empress in reverse, someone here I'm not saying this is you. You could have been funding somebody's lifestyle who was very dependent on you. Let's say this, or someone who this is someone who spent a lot of money taking care of other people, or maybe someone who spent too much money on self-pampering things that they don't really need. Like, okay, you always complain about how you don't have enough in your savings, but, you know, you spending $200, you know, a week when you sit down and look at like your Uber Eats and like your DoorDash and stuff, and you're like, you know what I mean? But like, maybe that's not a lot to you, maybe that is a lot. But you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to cut back on, you know, Starbucks. Maybe I need to, like, for me, my thing is like, I like to go to the grocery store way too often, and instead of just buying like a bunch of stuff at once, I go and I get like little stupid things. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I need this, nah, 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 nah. And then it's just like, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, trying to overcorrect something here by saying like, oh, it's a need, like you need groceries, but it's like, come on, like, you are trying to feast like a king when you know you need to be cutting back. So, something like that here. With the Lovers here and the Magician, I feel like this manipulation with the Magician in reverse is you trying to, I don't want to say trick yourself out of love or like downplay your feelings for someone here, but there is a connection here with the Lovers here and the Magician in reverse that I feel like you could have at this time. For some of you all, you could be having very strong feelings towards someone, and the Hierophant in reverse and the Death here in reverse is like, this is like I don't want to say upsetting your plans, but you know, you're not the kind of person that wants to like stop your life for someone, and you don't want things to like impact. But for like, this person is going to change the trajectory of like something major for you here with the Death in reverse. There is a resistance to accepting this, but the Ace of Pentacles, yeah. This is a new beginning here that is being offered to you, and I feel like this is a good opportunity here. This, whatever this is here, this could be romantic love. This could be a new friendship. But this is, with the Lovers here, this is something about you. Like, with internally, I feel as well. It's like you trying to, like, not avoid taking that first step here. We have the Devil in reverse, or the Devil and the Four of, yeah. You need to just, it's a fear of rest or something. I don't know. Someone here is very important to you. What is this all about? The Ace of Wands in reverse, yeah. A blockage or a delay in this love here. King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So work could be getting in the way. Or work could be getting in the way of a new love here. I don't know. Someone's working, either you or this person, the person that you're talking to, or you're delaying the work that you need to put on yourself. I'm not quite sure. This is, the Hangman here, yeah. Wow, we got three majors right here. We got the Hierophant, the Hangman, and the Death card in reverse. So, let's see here. There is something that you are resisting, stubborn, slow to change here. I don't know what it is. Okay, what I'm seeing is you could be creating blockages in the connection here because you are whatever this opportunity is, whatever this, this connection, whoever this person is, I feel like you are afraid of this person hurting you, or you're afraid of falling too deeply with the Sun and the King of Cups here. This is someone who is very emotionally balanced here. Someone who, this could be a water sign, doesn't have to be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Necessarily have to be, but someone who is very confident, someone who is emotionally balanced, someone who is very loving and caring here, and they bring you a lot of happiness, or you could see being very happy, but it's like you don't want to necessarily go down that road right now. It's like you're letting work, or you're letting other things. It's not necessarily like you don't. It's not that you don't like this person. I feel, and I keep saying necessarily. I don't know why. I don't normally say that phrase like that. It's okay. This person is safe. The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You really want to give to this connection, but something is preventing you from. This Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're torn up. That's where the Seven of Wands energy is. Like, I think you're still not completely over the last person, if I can be honest with you. Yeah, the Six of Wands, because there was something about this last connection that you were in. Like, you overcame it, and it was like a victory here. In the Page of Pentacles, there was some type of offer, maybe a job offer. Not wanting to move. Maybe you're in you could be in a relationship long distance, or you could be with someone here who you feel like you guys are compatible, but maybe you guys are moving in different directions, or maybe this person may be moving in a way that you don't think is aligned with where you want to go in life, and like your spirit is telling you that, like, no, this is your new path, like this is what you need to kind of like go down, and you're still kind of resisting it, but you're also like you're still going for it at the same time. Like, oh, I really like this person, but they are I don't know, a camper, an outdoorsman, or whatever, or you're not really an outdoorsy kind of girl. Maybe you're a girly girl, or vice versa. Maybe you are, but this person is more into. So you're afraid, like, how am I going to get along with this city slicker, this this camping, outdoorsy kind of guy, and maybe you're kind of reluctant to go like on the RV camping trip, but then you kind of like you think about it, and this person makes you feel really great. Put the energy where you need to, and the differences between you guys, they are pretty contrast, but the connection is so much deeper that like you start to value. And this is also reciprocal, right? Because they're going to do the same thing for you with the lovers. Like, it's not just, oh, you have to change who you are for this person. And this person doesn't. Like, this person is... And the Magician in reverse, to me, is starting to come together now. The Magician in reverse isn't necessarily, like, manipulation. Because we think of manipulation as, like, a negative tactic, right? But it's more so, like... molding. You have to understand that, like, you know, you're more than just one type of thing. So yeah, you may call yourself a girly girl, or you know, a tomboy or whatever, but it's like, you know, within you exists all the pieces, all the, you know, the magician has, come on now, the magician has all of the you know, the tools. They have the sword, the cup, the pentacle, and the wand. So they have all of the ingredients here to make whatever they want. And then reverse is the manipulation of I don't. Thinking that they don't. Like, oh, I don't like that. I'm not into that. I'll never be into that. And it's like, well, you don't know what you don't know until you've tried it out. And the hangman here is, okay, you know, you're changing your perspectives on things here. You're still who you are. You're still slow to change. The Hierophant and the Death card in reverse, you know, to me this is someone who is, you're resisting, you're avoiding the deeper connection of, like, you know, this person, someone in your life is going to promote you to grow. And, you know, with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here, I think that this is going to be very nurturing for you. And I think this is something that you're going to want to nurture as well. I think you're going to find someone here who... ooh, yeah, the High Priestess. So this union here, this is like happening on a subconscious level. Like, there is a very spiritual connection between the two of you. Like, you know, I think you are going to, you subconsciously already know that this person in your life has a very deep meaning to you. Even though there's been a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of distance here with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups here. I feel like you two could sometimes feel like there's a lot of empathy and connection with each other, but there is like this it's taking a lot to get, like, there could be a distance involved with the Chariot in reverse at the bottom of the deck. And then we got the King of Swords and the Fool card. So yeah, speak about it. Take a leap of faith. Now is a perfect time to, you know, under the new moon. We got Christmas coming up. Maybe you get a partner for Christmas. Oh my God, I got this new massage chair, and it has like I know y'all can hear that. Shit loud as fuck. It has a heating element too, and it's been helping my hip out so much, like so much better. Whew. Night and day, I feel so much better. But yeah, you got like, yeah, this is someone that you definitely want to keep around. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a good connection here. Allow yourself to open up though and really surrender. The Hangman and the High Priestess, we're definitely picking up into like intuitive, psychic, you know, Pisces, heavy Pisces with the Hangman and the High Priestess, Capricorn, lots of transformation with the Devil, the Death card here. So, okay. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and it's time to release negativity. So those are good things to do. So let's end this reading here with some Moon Oracle cards, Moonology Oracle cards. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate every like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It is a growing channel. Ooh, new moon of Sagittarius, luck on your side at the bottom. Well, if you are very close to achieving your goals. So when you will release negativity and you, I forgot what the other one said, but like, you know, releasing negativity, of course, is always a good thing. It allows you to bring in better energy here. Luck on your side. I love that at the bottom of the deck. That's a good confirmation. So let's get a couple out of here and send you guys on your merry little ways. All right, Aries. Hold your vision. Okay? So you have, you know, whatever your vision was, whatever you are planning on, I feel like, you know, don't change it. But, you know, this person is coming into your life to accommodate it. So maybe, and I was telling myself, quick story real quick. Real quick. So, you know, I hurt my hip and I was starting to get back into working out and stuff. And it took me off path and I ended up, you know, not doing what I needed to do for my exercise and food, and I ended up gaining more weight. And I'm like, I'm not going to get my target, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you know what, don't. Just because you may not get to that certain number by that certain date doesn't mean you need to just give up. Adjustments may need to happen, but it doesn't mean that you need to give up on your goal and just say, fuck it. And, you know, I had to tell myself that just because you get setbacks don't mean quit. Setbacks just mean give yourself more patience, you know? And I've been really in that energy, really trying to hold on to that. It's like, don't let a setback, don't let something happen that you can't control, you know, if you get an injury or not, to, you know, a certain degree. So, and don't feel bad because you decided not to go push yourself even more with an injury. You know? Emotions are running high. Yeah. So, you know, we just had that super moon, what was that, 2 weeks ago? So I definitely was like, last couple of weeks, very, very anxious, very agitated. And now I'm starting to return back to like a normal baseline again. So that could be you as well. Just allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. Don't try to suppress it. It's just going to make it worse. And now that we have this new moon, I feel like it's a good time for you to kind of like start a new intention, start a new beginning. Like, you know, use that energy towards something good. Yeah, man, look at that. Boom. New moon. A new start is coming. Literally. Like today, if you watch this on the... Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. If you watch this on Friday the 19th when it uploads, then this will definitely be a sign for you to just go with the flow, you know? Yeah, and work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Remember the new moon in Scorpio we just had back in the end of November, right? Or was it the end of October? Whenever the new moon was. Yeah. So I feel like just continue to work through your fears, letting go of, you know, fears of abandonment, betrayal, disappointments, you know, all those things that kind of just leave more room for doubt. Ow, I just ripped a piece of my hair out. That hurt. Ow. The fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So, there is some positive change coming. Just go with the flow. Allow this new person, this new energy, this new rediscovery of love and purpose to kind of just let itself back into your life. Allow yourself to, you know, get back into hobbies that you enjoy doing. Even if it's not something completely new. Maybe you're like, you know what? I used to really love running. I want to get back into running. It'll help me do this, and this. Or, you know what? I want to get back into reading or painting or something. Picking up a good hobby here, yeah. Success. Focus on your passions. Focus on those dreams that you were going to do before this person came into your life. Because it feels like this new energy, this new person, this new job, this new love, this new career, this new friend, whomever, they've been taking the priority away from the things that you were once focused on. But it wasn't to necessarily delay you forever. It was just this person. It's just, you know, you're starting something here, okay? So allow it to happen, but don't forget to stay focused on the goal, because that's going to complement this new beginning as well. You know, just because you're starting something new doesn't mean it's going to interfere with what you've been working on. It just kind of adds to it. All right? Okay. Well, that's all I got for you all today. I hope you all enjoyed this message, and I will see you next one. Until next time, I love you guys, and as always, drink water, be safe, and peace.